from here on Webster Road in Hocking State Forest at the entrance to Box Canyon. Here's the bridle trail map. We are right there. Today we're going to go up the Box Canyon here and around on the red trail and then back. But from here to here, we're going to drive. Got a Nissan Frontier here. We'll see how it does. Should do really well. So you see, Webster Road is not maintained after this point here. There is a parking circle here. You can see not a whole lot of people here, just 2 other cars. This is a great place to hike. And right up there, there's a bunch of rocks piled up, and it actually forms a little cave up there. Goes back about 25 feet or so. But we're gonna see what kind of condition Webster Road is up through here. Hopefully there's no trees falling down over the road, which would force me to back up all the way. So let's get in the truck here and get going down the road. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, looks like the road is getting close to getting washed away here. There's the artesian well right down there. Around this road is getting really bad through here. Oh heck, there was a tree down. Looks like they got it cut up. Oh, this is a lot rougher than it was the last time I was here. I've never driven up through here, never had a vehicle like I can get to now. Just fine. Okay, we're at our first stream crossing here. Let's see how this goes. Nice little stream here. Oh. Sorry, I can't hardly hold this thing still. And I have no place to mount it. Water's running right down the road here. Something's blocking a little cut for the stream. So it's coming right down the road. There we go. Oh, big puddle. Scratch my truck up. Come on, don't hit that. All right, got around it. Big rock here. Just about as far as I can get. There's parking right here. But you can't go not much further. That's the end of it right there. Right there, that's the end of it. It's as far as you can go. Now, actually, you can go up the left, but it's more of a trail, and you're going to have one heavy-duty four-wheel drive vehicle to get up that hill to the other part of Webster Road. Now, there is parking up there at the top end of Webster Road also, but that's kind of like in a cabin rental area, but you are allowed to park there. So that is another option. So I'm gonna get this truck parked, get out, and get on the hike. Okay. As you see, that's not really where you want to take a vehicle. Turtle Rock is up there before you get to the other part of Webster Road on the left side going up. That's a rock that looks like a turtle head. So maybe I'll go up there, get a picture of it on the way back. But the bridle trail starts here. I'll meet up with you a little further down the trail. about 3/4 of a mile up the road there. You're going to come to a little intersection here. Trail splits off, main trail, and the Box Canyon is that way. But this way is Crystal Falls. Since the water's flowing real good today, we're going to go check the waterfall out at Crystal Falls. But they've done some maintenance on this last year. Got some gravel down since then. Let's see if I can get across the stream here. I get my feet wet. Looks like I can make it without getting in too deep. Whoa, there's a little deep spot. Okay, still got dry feet. I've come about a half mile down the trail of Crystal Falls. There's a little cutoff here, an old section of trail. And this is where you can take a shortcut out or in. I did not take the shortcut in here today. I wanted to show you where the trail was at. But this is the stream right next to Webster Road. Webster Road is just up on the hill there. Come back up here to the main trail back to Crystal Falls. Here's where I came down. Head the rest of the way back to Crystal Falls. Here we are at the next stream crossing. Next stream crossing. That's where I came from. This is where we're going to. It is about a mile or maybe a little more from the main trail back in here to Crystal Falls. Another stream that I crossed. We're getting there. It is back here a ways. Starting to see some rock formations up on the hill. Across this stream twice in just a few, just 100 feet. So, yep. Good water flow. So. In the summer months, this can run completely dry. Now the maintenance crew sure tore up the trail through here. Another muddy spot. There's a side hollow here. Waterfall back up in there. I don't think I'm gonna get all the way up in there today. Ticks have been bad. Trying to stay on trail as much as possible. And we're just about there. Big waterfall here. Cross the stream one more time. Step stool for getting on the horses. And kind of walk the stream back to the waterfall. Okay, to Crystal Falls and back from this spot took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it is back in there a ways. Continuing on with the white trail here up to Box Canyon. You see the trails here are not maintained like they are in Hocking State Forest, but no crowds. And today, the parking lots were all full. And thousands of people out on the trails. So if you want to get away from the crowds, Hocking State Forest is the place to be. Stream crossing. Hocking State Forest. This bridle trail. Point M. That way it takes you up to Horse Camp. This way it takes you back into Box Canyon. Okay, you can see we are right here. I head up in the Box Canyon. We'll see how far I get here. I'm probably going to cut off here instead of going up the Red Rock and back. This is going to be quite a hike. Okay, going to head up the trail here. See. Okay, here at the next intersection. It was about a little more than a quarter mile from point M to here. The trail splits off. The trail goes this way. This is where we're going to end up. And up in the Box Canyon or back down to the parking lot. We're going to go this way. We're going to go, this is the stream that flows from White Falls. So we're going to go up to White Falls here. And there is a little footpath connector up here to get to White Falls. Makes a little shortcut. Otherwise, if you follow the bridle trail, you go up and then you cut back to White Falls. It's a dead end trail to White Falls, so you gotta come back anyhow. You get up to here. See this red marker? And you're going to see 2 red markers here. And this is the footpath up to White Falls. Okay, we're here at White Falls. There's White Falls. What do you know? There's a mullein plant. Also called cowboy toilet paper. If you have any lung problems, heavy congestion, drying the leaves, they say smoke them, but now they're saying don't smoke them, vaporize them. That is to heat it up and release everything without burning it. It's better for your lungs. So it can make your lungs like new. And they do suggest you get it in the first year before it blooms up. In the first year, it looks like this. In the second year, it starts growing up with a stalk of yellow flowers on top. Don't get too close here. It's slick. Yeah, I'll put that little top over there. Back here at the footpath. And taking the bridle trail. And from here, the bridle trail gets a lot more difficult. As you can see, heading around through here. It's like somebody's had horses here prematurely. Bridle trails are still closed to horses until the 1st in just a few days. I'll meet up with you a little further down the trail. This area would take you weeks to explore. Every little side run, every little hollow. And it's really rugged the rest of the way back in here. Here in a little side canyon. A big rock shelter, good size. Looks like somebody left a present here. Look at that. A full fireball, super glued to a rock by Jack Dorn. Little hole going back in there. There's a little grotto here off the main rock shelter. Wonder if that little hole goes through there. Nope, don't see it coming through. Like people are stacking rocks up in that little alcove. And it is really mushy here. believe this is spring water. Trail is right down there by the fallen logs. Meet up with you a little bit later. Now we're nearing the back end of the canyon. Parachute Rock is up there somewhere. This is where I came from. There's a stream down there. This stretch of trail here is not too bad. Get back in here, it's real easy to miss the trail going back south. Sometimes you gotta look for it. Got some nice cliff face and rock formations out there. Kind of opens up here. There's a little waterfall back there. Another waterfall back there. And the way out is across the creek and south. Let me get up in here to this little waterfall and I'll be back. See if I can get up here. I'm just slipping at the moment. Here we go. top of this little waterfall. And there's more up this way. There's a little side trail off the main trail that leads up to there. But I'm not going up there today. I already got 3.5 miles in. And I got to make my way back yet. And it's really rugged up through there. It's easier to see it from the top than to make it up from the bottom the rest of the way here. So, head back down here. Go over to the other hollow up that way. Heading up into this last hollow. You can see it moves in on both sides here. It's very steep. Only one way in and one way out. See if I can get through this. It's a piece of pottery. I see footprints, not mine. This may be my first time back in here. Pretty sure it is. By the time I get here, I'm so whooped, I just want to go back. There's a boulder hop in here. Okay, let's see if I can make this falling down in there. Oh, there we go. Heading back south now on the east side of the stream bank. A little less rugged over here than on the other side. Got some rock formations, cliff faces. I'll meet you up a little further down the trail. Kind of blocked off here with fallen trees. If I can get around them, that wasn't too difficult. That one just peeled right off the cliff face. Horses are going to have a hard time getting through here. Trail about halfway up on the ridge. There's something up there, but I don't know if I can get to it. See the honeycomb formations in the rocks. Really deep honeycombs there. Well, I'm not seeing any easy way up there. Making my way back to the parking lot. Right along some cliff face here. Let's see what we got here. Grotto, rock shelter. Well, I was following the trail. Somehow I got turned around a little bit. I was heading back north, not south, so wondering where I missed my turnoff. Had to be back here a ways. I've never been up in here. There's a waterfall back in there, but I don't know if I can get to it. Now I'm right along the boundary here, so I need to head back. There's a mess through here. Okay, let me see if I get my bearings. Okay, down off the ridge. Back here in the gorge. What happened was I got off on a little side trail up into that canyon, or that little rock shelter, and I'd missed my stream crossing, so I'm back where I need to be. I got like a mile and a half to 2 miles back from here. Okay, now I know where I'm at. Another hollow here to explore someday. Do believe I see a rock shelter, maybe a waterfall back in here. Like I said, you could take weeks exploring this place, just this canyon here, and still not see it all. Another hollow here. I have not been up in this one. Maybe someday I'll get up there. Right now, I'm too tired to go bushwhacking. So, I'm gonna continue along the trail here. Get back to the truck, meet up with you there. Okay, off the trail. I'm here at the artesian well. Ooh, a little deep here. A lot of erosion been going on through here. Let's see how this tastes. Usually a bit of iron in it. Well, that hike was between 6.5 and 7 miles. 51 flights. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Temperature was around 43 to 45 degrees. Air quality index was at 29. Started at 12:45, ended at 4:30. You all be safe out there. I'll see you here soon.